Daytona! It is time for me to start Daytona week. We are jumping into the trucks fixed for 25 laps. I had originally planned on not running the trucks until Nick's Truck NIS series started up, but I just got home from work and I wanted to try and get a video out tonight since I didn't record one last night like I had planned. And I missed the Xfinity race by literally 1 minute, so just hopping in this. Plus, it'll give us some draft practice, I guess, for the truck race on Friday night whenever that happens. Not like that's going to help us at all. But work has just been absolutely horrible the last few days, last couple days, and it's completely zapped my energy for doing anything, and I didn't do anything on the computer when I got home yesterday. I'd planned on running a race to release this morning, but gonna do this one and release it tonight, hopefully right about the time that my 3,000 subscriber race is going on, because that one will probably be too long to release tonight, so I'll probably release that one tomorrow morning. Should be fine. But hopefully this will wake me up a bit and I can be in good spirits for my Milwaukee Mile race. Though regardless of what happens here, that race, the Milwaukee Mile race for 130 laps, is going to be significantly more fun than this. I'm most certain of it. We are number 7. I'm not qualifying. Literally no reason to. I don't think this is top split. We're number 7. There's like 300 people that signed up. Yeah. So we'll see what we can do here, see if we can survive. I feel like last few times I've run the trucks at a super speedway, we've gotten pretty lucky and survived and gotten decent finishes. So I'm feeling like we're due for a not good finish. It's just in the back of my mind. It's probably going to become self-fulfilling prophecy, but hopefully not. Hopefully we can do okay. Keep it pointed straight. Hopefully this goes caution-free as well. I know a lot of the super speedway races on the fixed series can go caution-free and then just have a big wreck at the end on the white flag, which I prefer that. I either want to get wrecked out the first corner or we go green all the way. Take the least amount of time possible. Let them all die on the white flag, and then, whatever happens, we get across the line, hopefully. End the race, at least. But yeah. Going to be trying to run Truck NIS. Nick is running that through the league. It's going to be full-length truck races the entire season at all the tracks that the truck races, or the real truck series goes to. It's going to be a lot of fun. Going to be fun racing for points, trying to compete for the championship. I doubt I'm going to be winning it, but hopefully we can get top 10, top 5 overall. And Daytona, first track up, of course. We are going to be struggling,
additional sets of tires for this race. Be smooth and have a good run.
I think, to even make the race. It's all open setup the whole season, so that's going to be fun. You kind of need that for the trucks so they can get spread out. Somebody's just driving through the grass, so you can tell this one's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to probably just try and drop to the back. I don't have the energy to run up in the pack right now and try and stay in line and do whatever. This is a night race, apparently.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man,
plus the way the people are on the grid up ahead, driving through the grass and 10 miles down on the aprons. Not making this look very good. But, yeah. For Nick's series, the Truck NIS, we're going to have to qualify into each race. And for Daytona, even being an open setup, first of all, I don't have a setup that's going to be real quick. I'm trying to come up with something, but it's mostly the iRacing default set. I'll probably end up using OSR or Daniel's sets for the rest of the season. He might actually have sent a set for Daytona, I'm not sure. Haven't tried it or haven't looked. But it's gonna be hard to even make the race at the super speedways. And when they go, do they still go to a dirt track? I can't remember. Dirt Bristol, maybe? Either way, it should be a lot of fun. It should be a really fun series, and I'm looking forward to it. And I wasn't planning on racing the trucks at all until we got there. But this racing should make the Friday night race for the truck NIS seem way, way better, because this racing is going to be, of course, way more aggressive and a lot of dumb moves, I'm sure. So maybe this is a good thing we're getting this right before we race in the league.
Green, green, green.
It's tough in our heart.
We'll see what we can do, if anything. I'm going to be being very patient, and hopefully we survive. I've done literally 0 laps.
Stay low.
Just logged into the server and called it good.
Still there? Hold the line.
Because it's Daytona, it's the trucks.
All clear, all
It's
clear.
the same every time.
Got one outside.
What kind of iRacing are
It's
y'all?
just a
Y'all
dice
desktop
roll whether you
iRacers
survive or not.
y'all full-sim iRacers?
Got one outside. Stay low. This is on the high side. All clear, all clear.
I think we might just stick
I
to the
play on
bottom
a
here.
tailgate table.
There's a little gap behind us, behind this red truck.
Outside. Stay
I'm
low.
on my
We can just ride here for the whole
tonight.
time and come away with a half-decent finish.
Stay low.
Big
God,
check
I
up on the
remember
bottom,
when trucks and these
or
used
the
to be
top,
IM.
rather.
Still there? Hold the line. Stay low.
Well, we didn't get wrecked in the first corner of the first lap, so hopefully this goes all green to the end, and we survive. Hide behind this 19 truck for a bit, maybe.
Apologies for that.
Still there.
I just want to not do pace laps.
Really stupid
I want
to be
no
doing that on
cautions.
lap 2.
Stay
I was
low.
getting subbed by someone from behind and they expect me to take it right there.
10's going to be dropping out of the pack, I
I
guess.
didn't think they were so stable, you know,
Alright.
off spot.
Where he's going to come back up into us. Thankfully not.
Looks like you're the top 10. There you go, man. Good job. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Still there.
Probably saw some pushing up there that looked pretty scary and decided
I could have pushed back, but
Not
I'm not
worth
going to hold
getting
that line
wrecked
up anymore
right now.
now.
obviously it isn't. But we don't really have anywhere to go unless we want to drop the apron. I think I'm just going to sit here and see what happens. Right around on the yellow line.
Has anyone here actually been to Daytona?
I have. I've raced it, just not on this.
Stay low.
I live like 10 minutes away.
Just trying to be patient here in the
What kind of
bottom.
category did you race in? Mazda?
Just having a nice casual conversation. 6 cars on the top, 3 wide.
Got
He's
Black
gonna go to
dirt
the
car?
back.
The little racetrack outside of turn 1.
outside. Too wide there.
Oh, okay.
Stay low.
Last time I went here, I think was for
On
the
the apron.
Xfinity. I can't remember the year.
Stay low.
Let's just turn that off for a bit. It's a little distracting.
Stay
A little
low.
distracting with what's going on here. 20 car who was down in the infield on the grid to go to the back before the start of the green flag is up here racing now, so
Clear high.
that
Clear
was
high. Got one outside.
really worth it, whatever he was doing on the pace
Stay
lap.
low.
I think that's protestable as well,
Stay low. There's a car on the high side.
against the sporting code at least, whatever he was doing.
Still there.
I think he started from the pole.
Still there.
A little bit loose in traffic here down the straightaway. But so far, so good. I haven't seen anything too crazy up there. Well, now we're starting to get crazy. Big checkup.
Big guy.
The Sterling Marlin looking truck up there was getting loose. Looked like he was going to spin up into the wall.
You're clear left to go at the line. Outside. Stay low, there's a car on the high
Nowhere
side.
for us to go though. Really, nothing I can do right now
Still there, hold your line.
other than drop to the back, which might be what we should
Raymond,
do.
Josh, you're all just chilling.
Feel like it is, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Still
Yeah.
there.
Maybe we'll get lucky. If they wreck and we can dodge it, it's gonna be
Don't
next
see
to
that guy
impossible.
really gets turned in the 3 that last lap.
We're in 11th. If I get a top
Yeah.
10 finish or a top 11 finish
Stay low.
and
You're on the bottom
have a
3
clean
wide.
truck, not get wrecked, I'd be very happy with that. 20 gets out of line and goes to the back
And you're top 10.
for some reason.
Stay low, there's a car on the high side.
I feel like the top line's where you're going to want to be when you want to move forward. Because I mean, there's nowhere we can go on the bottom. Top line's going to be getting good runs.
Stay low.
Plus, there's going to be 2 lanes up there eventually. We're going to be 3 wide before this is over, no doubt.
Stay low, there's a car on the high side. Still there.
All part of Daytona week here, getting all your plate races in every series. It's weird. It's like everything's at Daytona and everything else is at North Wilkesboro
Oh,
for
Brian.
some reason. Tour mods and late
Is
models.
there any NASCAR practice today, or
Super late
is it all
models.
tomorrow?
Not sure why that is the case.
You're clear.
Qualifying's around 8 tonight.
My damn wheel keeps glitching into tuning mode.
That's not
Clear,
good.
all clear.
Did anyone else see the big news out of the Norm Bidding Racing camp?
You got one outside.
Hell yeah.
Stay low.
I'm so glad he gets the raise.
Speaking of racing news, freaking Eric Jones racing the Guns N' Roses car. That's amazing. Coolest car in the world. For anyone who missed my 1,000 subscriber Q&A, Guns N' Roses is my favorite band. And
Stay low.
Eric Jones, I don't know what they're doing sponsoring a cup car. I don't know what they're doing sponsoring anything NASCAR. It's the most random
Stay low.
deal I've ever seen in my life, but I love it and the car looks great. And I'm gonna have to buy that diecast eventually if that ever happens,
Stay
because
low.
that is pretty dang awesome. I know bands have sponsored cars in the past. I think Slayer did one, and
Stay low.
maybe Metallica did one. I don't know. I can't remember. But that is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And it's his Daytona 500 car too, which is just hilarious. I immediately, seeing that, put him on my fantasy team. Like, yeah, I'm gonna hope he does good now. Like, I'm not an Eric Jones fan or anything usually, but if he's gonna be running the Guns N' Roses car, I'm gonna have to root for him.
Stay low. There's a car on the high
Pretty awesome. I don't really have a favorite driver right now in modern Cup.
Clear high. Clear high.
Very strange period. I want to like NASCAR, like watch it and be interested in the races and everything. I want to try and get back to 19 here so we don't get the gap filled. It's just since Junior retired, I haven't really had a favorite driver.
Stay low.
Growing up, it was always Jeff Gordon. I've mentioned this before. It was Jeff Gordon and Dale Jr. Both of them were my favorite.
Stay low.
And then they both retired, and now haven't really gravitated towards anyone.
Still there. Hold the line.
Like I like Chase Elliott, he's fine. It's just some of the things he's done on track seem pretty aggressive,
Stay low.
and I don't know. It's just like I like him he's cool as a driver, he's fine, as I said, but his racing is kind of questionable at times for me. I kind of want to like Ross Chastain, but I feel like he wrecks too many people too often.
Still there.
I mean, I really like Kevin Harvick, of course. Another throwback to my 1,000 subscriber Q&A.
Stay low.
If you haven't seen that, go watch that. I tell a pretty cool story about Kevin Harvick. He's done for the year, or done for his career after this year.
Stay low.
But I've always been a big fan of his, and just the old school guys like Kurt Busch. I kind of liked. Though there was a few years in there where he was
Stay low.
not so cool. And I was a big fan of Tony Stewart and Clint Boyer to an extent, but then he had his run-in with Jeff Gordon, and
Stay
that
low.
kind of turned me off of him a little bit. Alex Bowman seems
All clear,
okay.
all clear. You got one outside. You're on the bottom,
He just
three
seems
wide.
he's kind of got the Jimmy Johnson, really
You got one
vanilla,
outside. Too wide there. You're on the bottom, three wide. Outside.
not much going
Three
for him
wide
kind
there.
of thing. But
Stay low.
I think he's pretty funny on social media from what I've seen. I don't know. There's no one really that I care much about
All clear, all clear. Outside.
on the Cup side.
Stay low. Stay low.
William Byron, same kind of deal with Bowman. I don't really care. Kyle Busch, I've always really didn't like, but I mean, the older he's gotten, the more I've started to like him and his driving style. And now he's over at RCR, which is really weird. The whole situation has kind of made me want to root against Joe Gibbs and his organization. Like, I'm not a Toyota fan, or a Gibbs fan in general, Toyota racing fan, but the way he and Toyota handled the Kyle Busch situation is just pretty awful, considering the kind of driver Busch has been his whole career and the success he brought the team. Made me want to kind of root against Gibbs. But I do really, really like Truex. Truex is one of my favorites, I guess, still, but he's one of the old guys. So, really random, but nothing else we're doing here. Talk about NASCAR stuff. We're back to 14th as that top line was getting pretty squirrely there. We ticked off, what, like 6 laps talking about all that? 22, who said he was having wheel trouble, is now to our outside.
And we'll just go around him. We'll leave him in the middle. Then hold the stuff on, do the grab and over it.
So let's try and keep our position here in line behind the 19.
Stay low. Let me go with the line.
If we can.
You're the top man. You're clear high. Clear
I
high.
feel like they're going to wreck up there next to that blue car on the bottom
Hold
line.
the line, son.
Stay
I
low.
feel like that's where the wreck's going to happen. They're getting really
I think
squirrely
Honeycutt's
and
actually
checked
going
up
to
a
be
little
racing on
bit.
Friday in the 04.
Stay low.
Car was kind of wobbly down the straight.
Those y'all two
Watching
truck
Nick's
racers probably
Daytona racing the Xfinity car, that car was really wobbly, but it is the Xfinity car after all. You expect it to be
You're clear high. Clear
super
high.
unstable down the
Outside.
straights. I wonder if they're going to do like an update to that car, because I think they're doing, with the package, they're switching to symmetrical.
Stay low.
Harder to
They're
lag
getting rid
out
of the
on my-
skew in the cars for the Xfinity series, so it's going to look
What?
symmetrical like the Cup cars now.
You
I
lagged
think
in
that
and
will
out there on my
definitely
screen.
affect the handling.
Lord, if that's the only thing
I
that's
know
going-
that a lot of the teams were complaining, like, why are they changing the aero package? Racing's been so good. But it could be interesting. It could kind of level the playing field a little bit. You don't have all that tech that's gone into the design of the aero of the cars. Like you saw with the whole Gen 4 transition to the Twisted Sister
All
skew,
clear, all clear. You got one outside.
coming from an even,
Stay low. There's a car
like,
on the
symmetrical
high side.
body style.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side.
I could be completely wrong about all that Xfinity stuff, but I think that's what I heard. They were going to a symmetrical style. Just basically taking the skew out with the aero changes and then some other stuff. So I wonder if they're going to update the cars on iRacing to to reflect that, or if it's going to be too minimal of a change to affect anything. But right now you can definitely see the skew in the cars, the way they ran last year and the ones that iRacing has.
Stay low.
Just an interesting way the car looks. Forward. So I don't know. Doesn't feel like they're doing much updates to anything oval side right now. That car behind me got tired of waiting, so he's going to the inside, middle, 3 wide. Hopefully we don't just get turned. I'm just sitting here. I've had no opportunity to go up top.
Still there.
No opportunity to move forward down here, just riding in line. This is the podcast episode
Still there.
where I talk about random things.
Got the bottom 3 wide.
3 wide now.
Hold your line.
The Sterling Marlin truck up there is on the top,
Hold your line.
really slow. We're getting stacked up big time here. There's going to be a big wreck.
Hold your line.
Definitely can feel it coming, but nothing I can do about it. I think the truck behind me has felt it as well. He's backed off a bit.
Hold your line. You got one outside. 2 wide there. Still there.
Very little room now.
Got the bottom 3 wide.
Still 3.
Hold your line. Hold your line.
Still 3. We might be 4.
Hold
Alright,
your
the
line.
middle line got checked up. Now we're getting checked up.
Hold your line.
Coming to 5 to go.
Hold your line. Outside. 2 wide there. Stay low. Still there.
Make sure that's unmuted in case
Stay low.
there's a wreck that we have to check up for.
5 short the line.
Are we still 3 wide? I have no idea. Maybe
Stay
not.
low.
I think we're not. It's a little bit,
Whoa, I love my
a little bit
right
more
leg.
calming. Have a bit more room. 5 laps to go. The top line is really chugging along.
You're clear high. Clear
I wonder
high.
if I
Got
should
one
have dove
outside.
up there
Stay low.
instead of checked up.
Stay low. On the high side.
Probably should have.
Stay low.
I may have been able to sneak ahead of the Sterling Marlin truck.
Stay
11
low.
here on my outside.
the high side.
Maybe not.
You're on the bottom 3 wide.
3 wide now.
Hold your line.
And
You got one outside.
Kind of figured it.
didn't wreck somehow. Now they are.
You got one outside.
And there's the wreck for number 1.
What am I doing? Just driving straight into the guy.
Let the 22 car by. Your car is
Well, that was stupid. I had that miss and I just drove straight into him.
Your car
Your
has
stupidity
22.
driving
Got a
finally
big-
got it. Anyway.
Dumb, dumb, dummy, dumb. I was looking at my mirror, so I got ran
I
into.
wasn't sure.
I mean, I had to come back on the track eventually after being on the apron. You
I could have missed that, but then I just drove into it, so I don't know.
Getting hot.
And my Q bar is
Just letting you know
showing
there.
up, and the car blew up.
From now on, you
So that was worth it.
before I wreck myself like that again. I didn't wreck myself. I got help from you, but you'll go around next time.
Ah, see, I told you. Self-fulfilling prophecy. There's the truck, by the way. I'll show it in more detail after, or once we get to Nick's race. Something I was playing with. I cannot believe I just drove into that guy. What was I doing? So we're going to end up getting not good, just like I thought. It's like they were wrecking, and then they weren't wrecking. The guy gets put up into the wall, and then they're fine, and then they just keep slamming into each other. And then the 4 is, I'm thinking he's going to keep sliding. Like, I thought he was going to keep sliding that way, and then I'm looking in my mirror because I got a 0x from that guy tapping me, so I was thinking, what do I need to do to get ahead, or away from the people behind me? And the 4 just kept spinning right there, and that just killed the car. Because I wasn't looking out my windshield like a dummy. Really unfortunate. Let's go take a look at anything that happened prior to that. We're gonna be done though. For sure. 24 doors, the 8 down the straightaway. 1 doors the 5 in the corner. 8 car drags the wall, and luckily Hooters was ahead of him before that. 1 car throws a very late move to go up to the top line, and that checks that whole side up. Same deal there, and thankfully, well, that's what caused the wreck. Just a really stupid move from the 1 car. I thought he was going to get turned throwing that. Get turned by the 3. But it just wrecked the 3. Unfortunate there. Man, I wish I would have missed that. I should have been able to. And they were all calm, and then they just come together again. We managed to get through everyone except that, because I'm just driving right at the guy. Like, what am I doing? 10 makes it through. He's actually looking. I don't know why that person's muted. I don't know. I saw the 4 spinning this way, and then at this point, it's right after I got a tap from the 10, so I'm like, is the 10 going to my inside? Do I need to go to the right? I was trying to look and see where he was, or whoever was behind me, to see where I could go if they were going faster than me at this point. You know, if I was checking up too much. And by the time I look back in my windshield, the 4 is spinning back in front of me. But definitely all on me. I should have been looking ahead the whole time. Big dumb error. We had plenty of time to dodge all that. But that was a wreck that did not need to happen. It was the 1 car throwing stupid blocks on the random lines. 2 gets turned up in the wall, and 9 drifts down. Man, it looks so dumb. Whatever I was doing there. Oh well, I figured we were due for a bad one, and we're dead last, of course. Of course. Why wouldn't we be? 31 minutes are required. Of course we're going to finish dead last in a wreck that took out 19 people. I can't get any luck whatsoever.